Oh, is he?
The
Wait.
broadcast live? It's live.
Is it live?
Welcome.
It says it's live.
Oh shit, it's
We are
live.
live.
Okay, let me turn my. Whoa, shit! Hey!
Hey.
Wow, that's quite a delay. I haven't
Yeah.
done those moves on screen for. I was about 3 minutes ago. I did those. That's amazing.
Trevor's
That
all right.
is so slow. Who? Welcome. This is how we like to get it rolling.
Yeah.
Is slow motion freezes in kind of gross positions. You're frozen too, Bilal.
I'm moving.
Oh, you
On
are?
my screen, I'm moving. Trevor's
Everyone's
moving.
frozen over here.
No, everyone's moving over here.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So it's just me who's frozen.
Is our voice okay though? You can hear me fine.
Oh, lovely voice.
Yeah, you got
Thank
a lovely,
you.
lovely
Both
voice.
you two, both of you, lovely voices.
And so how this got started as a quiz is someone asked me to do a quiz. Sharon from the Much Laughter charity. And the first names that came up were the people I could remember gigging with most recently. So that was Mick and Trevor, and then Pope. I'd seen Pope, and then Bilal came up straight away because I thought, oh yeah, we've just seen each other, and I'd just been talking to you on the internet because I love your show on the internet.
Thank you very
the
much.
Acting classes are really.
Thank you. You need
really
to do
good.
some of that. You need to get on Twitch, Tony.
Yeah,
and Trevor.
I'd love to. Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah, Twitch is where you host that thing, isn't it?
Twitch is the best. No offense to StreamYard and Facebook and everywhere we are.
Yeah, but
Twitch it's the best. Yeah.
Why?
What's that, Trevor?
Why?
Oh, why? Oh, you can make money on it. You can make money.
That's enough. That's enough for me.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I've made some money on there.
Yeah.
In a month.
That's amazing.
You know? Is this
That's
so
the
we're
whole
live?
thing.
This is
so
the show.
We're live. Oh yeah, so it's like it does what it says on the tin. It's a shit quiz. And we spend a little while just catching up, just chit-chatting. There's Clifford Bingham's in here. Sometimes you move, Tony. And I don't think he's talking about my I think he's talking about my dancing. So that's the sort of riffing that I might do during the show. Just like I'll take Clifford's line there and I'll just off the back of it just say something as funny as that. Yeah, and Trevor, who have you got with you today?
Oh well, I wondered. I thought we'd had too many animals. We had a lot of forest-dwelling animals. We had a panda, and I don't know if you remember my rabbit. Well, I've decided to go for an aquatic mammal, and I was wondering if you can guess either. You can guess which kind of aquatic mammal she is.
Shark?
She's not a shark because shark isn't a mammal. But I'm going to give you half a point, Bilal, because a shark is aquatic.
Okay. Is she a tuna fish?
Very good.
No. No. Again,
I think it's tuna fish.
I'm going to give you a point, Tony, because she did come out of a can, but
she did.
She's not a fish because a fish.
How did I know that? I guess on some level I knew she came out of a can. Hey, greeting, Colin Mayhew, gentle folk. Look at that beard. Holy fart.
Amazing.
Knocker.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a lot of beard people turn up to this.
Yeah.
Good.
That beard made me think of shredded wheat. Why?
Really?
Why?
I wonder. That's amazing.
Like it'll taste the same, probably.
You reckon that's what you think I was imagining, eating a man I'd never met's beard?
Yes.
Well, no, it's the straw. Don't you think it's the straw?
Yeah.
You know,
maybe.
it's a thick, you know.
He says mermaid.
Colin, well done.
Oh, what?
Correct. This is a family show, so I can't show you her lower half, but I can tell you it is the lower half of a mermaid.
So she's a mermaid. Oh,
she's a mermaid. Yes, she's a
mermaid
mammal.
legs.
She'll come out onto a rock. She's got a beautiful voice, and you'll find it
siren.
So you'll do crazy maneuvers on your boat and run adrift.
Listen, I think she's great.
Oh.
Yeah.
She says, "Are you flirting?"
Yeah, I think she's very welcome to the show. And if what happens if she gets questions right, though? Do you get the points?
I get the points. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And usually, hopefully, we've got Siobhan out there, usually keeps score. So I think, who was that? Was that Clifford that got that right?
That was
Who
Colin
was
A.
that?
Mayhew.
Okay,
Colin.
Colin starts off with 1,000 points then. I'm going to give him 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Colin can get an extra bonus point if he can guess what the A in his name stands for.
Ooh, what does he get for that, for the bonus?
What would he get?
Now, how many points?
He will get 11.
11 points for Colin if he can guess the A in his middle name. That's a good challenge.
Yeah. Let's see.
There, I can't see any of you, but
I don't think he can do it.
We are here.
Can connect with the audience.
Yeah.
I'm connecting with you guys right now. The world record we had without getting to our questions, our quiz record was 42 minutes on episode 2. And then they said we need to get to the questions a little bit quicker.
Charlie said anus.
Anus. Does
Now,
Charlie Birch?
Charlie, is that an insult, or are you trying to guess Colin's middle name?
Clifford said amphibious.
Colin, it says it's Arthur.
I don't think that's right, though.
No, that doesn't feel right. Oh, Beth Chisholm Birch, hello.
Good evening, Beth.
Good evening, Beth.
Beth is a legend. She always backs Pope, so I'm hoping she doesn't just switch straight over to Bilal. Everyone welcome Bilal.
We must apologise to our viewers for the unavailability of Pope this evening. He is nursing someone in need.
Yes, he is. He's going straight to heaven, Pope, as if he wasn't before, but he's double going.
I used to do the same job. I used to be a care worker. Yeah, but then I left to work in sales.
I remember watching your gig when you were talking about that. Do you and Pope, did you work together?
No, I did that.
World than that.
I did that like 6-7 years ago for like a year. But then I left to work in sales and then I went into comedy. So that's probably going to hell then, right?
Ooh, sales is good, isn't it, for the economy? I worked in an abattoir. That's pretty going to hell.
Yeah. I mean, you are going. Yeah. Sorry. No, I'm going.
That was the hell part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. You know what, guys? And this isn't true, but this is how I wanted to open the show today. I wanted to say, sorry I'm late, guys. I had to go pick up my passport at the Canadian Embassy on Trafalgar Square. Oh, nightmare. The queues were long because that's where all the riots are going on. Did you think that would have been fun?
Yeah.
If you wanted it on Have I Got News for You, you say the queues were racist. You know, for the
the queues are pretty racist. I got it in the end.
My passport, life matters, something like that.
Yeah.
Satire. It's satire.
Yeah, it would have been pretty good. But I guess they fear me on that show. They don't give me a look in anymore. Burnt that bridge.
Have you done it?
Sharp. I did it. Yeah, I did it a few times there. Yeah, there was a small window where it looked like I might be able to make something of myself. It was a very short, like 2-year period, but it all went away. So that's a relief.
It's back, Tony. Now it's back.
Oh yeah.
With the show.
Now it's right where you want it to be.
Yeah.
But
look,
boy,
we're on Facebook.
Are we?
Isn't that what we're doing?
Oh, is this? I thought StreamYard. Yeah, I think it's Facebook.
You thought this was Channel 4?
Yeah. But it goes Facebook, but also to YouTube,
Twitter,
and Twitter.
And YouTube as well.
And Twitter. Oh my!
Incredible.
So everybody's supposed to have brought 5 questions, roughly.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to shoot them around, and you get to choose who you want to answer it.
Yeah.
And then if they get it, obviously they get the point. If they don't, spin it. So I might get the balls. The balls? Huh. Guess what's on my mind? Oh boy, big Diet Coke burp. Sorry about that, guys.
Good for you.
So here's quiz question 1. Though often overshadowed by its Egyptian neighbors to the north, this colossal kingdom stood as a regional power in Africa for over 1,000 years. It ended around 1000 BC, but wow, what was it called? Was it A, Kush, B, Bush, C, Great Zimbabwe, or D, Egypt? That is pretty tricky answers there. And Trevor, you're allowed to have a go at this one.
Okay. Well, it can't be Egypt because you said it lies to the north of Egypt.
Shit! I thought
Have
I
I
could
been
sneak that
paying
past.
attention?
Fuck.
Okay. So
Okay.
it's now down to Kush, Bush, and
Great
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Great Zimbabwe.
Well, Zimbabwe is a very recent country, so it can't be Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe didn't exist years ago, so it must be between Kush and Bush. Well, as we all know, Bush is something that you'd find in your garden in Hertfordshire
President.
or Surrey.
Ah.
So it must be the ancient civilization of Kush.
Yeah, you nailed it. What great deduction. And for anybody who's got their children watching, and I happen to know there are some out there, which is remarkable from all the cussing. What a great way. That was deduction, wasn't it? Was it
deduction
It
or
was.
elimination?
Elimination?
Elimination.
Elimination.
Is that a thing? Have you guys either been to college? Either of you?
Well,
University, you mean?
Yeah, university. Have you been to university?
Yeah.
Where did you go to?
I went to Bolton University, which was my second year I was there, was named bottom of the list of universities.
Sweet. That's my kind of university.
I have a media degree.
All right.
Wow.
So you're working class.
Big time.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't go, but I've read a few books in the meantime, so
I mean, it's
But
okay.
whatever.
Just watch films about it.
yeah,
it's the same.
I've seen lots of films about like college life and stuff.
Mm.
Were you in a fraternity or anything like that?
No, what's that?
That's American. They don't have them in
Americans
England.
where you live, it's like the flat you live in at
Oh,
university.
I lived in some student halls. I think our universities are not as exciting as America's, though.
Was
Yeah.
it fun though? Like away from home, living in halls?
It was okay. I much prefer life now.
Yeah.
You know,
That's good. That's good. They shouldn't make student life too good.
somebody commented, should I read out what?
Oh yeah,
Yes, you
well,
should.
depends if it's negative or not.
Oh no, Dean Astley, who I know from my Twitch, said geography not my strong point.
Okay.
Okay.
Something.
Geography.
Thanks for sharing, Dean.
I love
We'll come to
Dean.
your strong point surely, eventually.
So Trevor, you got that right. I'm going to have to give you 4 points.
Yes.
So
Wow.
Trevor's got 4 points, and that means that
Wow.
Colin Mayhew is still out in the lead with
Still out in the
1,000
lead.
points. Okay,
But,
so that Trevor, you can ask away the question now.
Well, I'd first of all, I'd like to go back and award Charlie Taylor Hadder the 11 points for correctly guessing what A stood for in Colin A. Mayhew's name.
Yeah.
And I would like to deduct 5 points from myself for being hateful enough to allow the suggestion that the A stands for anus.
How many points do you have now?
Geez, you're -1 now.
I'm now -1 for being enough.
Ooh, I've just spotted something. Colin Mayhew, he's gone on to say that Pope went to the University of Life. And in fact, you're wrong about that, Colin. That's regretful because you're going to lose. He did go to university. I don't remember the name of it, but he went to an actual university. So Colin, you're docked. 995 points is going to have to go. So
Yes,
it's
I
Colin
agree.
at 5.
Yeah.
So
Second place is Bilal and me with 0.
Schoolboy error.
Nuts.
University boy error.
You don't get to chuck University of Life out there unless you've gone.
Now, Mermaid has just asked me, Tony, if she can award 991 of those points that were deducted from Colin A. Mayhew. May she award them to Charlie Taylor Hadder because he is simply watching from South Africa. And she thinks
wow.
that is
I've
reasonable
got
enough.
a media degree in Manchester.
Oh man, that's good points. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
I started
give him the
stand
points.
up out there.
Did you?
Yeah, Manchester.
In South Africa? I used to be married to a South African. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's true, man.
How
I
long?
used to be married to a South African like back in the 90s, eh?
How long?
Yeah, we were married for about like 3 years.
But how
Something
long?
like that. Huh?
How long was she?
Oh,
How long was she?
good point. She was about as long as I'd say a juvenile leopard.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
about a leopard size.
Wow.
And
Stunning.
weighed about the same as a juvenile leopard, which is a good weight. It's a good weight. It's not a sexist
Very good weight.
It's the perfect weight.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is exciting so far, guys. I'm really I think a lot of people at home are going, well, it's exciting. So Trevor, just take us through to the next question.
Yes. So let me pull up my questions. It could be history, or it could. Let's do history. So
we're going Shakespeare and before.
Okay. Well, this
because we're not. There's too many places for us to go wrong.
Okay. So here we go. This is going to go to Bilal first.
Okay.
And then it might go to Tony. It will go to Tony later, but it'll go to Bilal first.
Okay.
You're both allowed to answer it. Ancient Persians. Ancient Persians would drink to excess. That means get drunk. And they would do that after making important decisions. And then they would know that the decision they made was a good decision if they still felt the same way about it whilst they were drunk. That's the fact. And here's the question for you. Who is your favourite Persian?
Oh, you can't get that wrong, really, can you?
Well, you could.
Favourite
You
Persian.
might pick
Persian.
Persian, or you might accidentally pick your least favourite Persian.
I like Kayvan Novak, who used to do Phone Jacker on Channel 4.
Not strictly a
Iranian
Persian, though. He's more
Is that not
English.
allowed?
He's British, though, isn't he?
Oh, but I am not. Come on.
Well, I don't know. If I go by accents.
Well, I'm also under the impression that we're only accepting answers from pre-Shakespeare.
Oh, it was a history question. Okay.
So it needs to be a Persian older than the 16th European.
It's pretty freaking funny, though. There's no doubt about that.
Aladdin. From the remake, the Will Smith one. He's Persian in the new one.
Ooh.
Okay. If you've not seen it, I mean.
It's a good answer.
It is a good answer. I like it. I'm not going to.
I've got one who's would a Kurd pass as a Persian? They're the languages are related.
I don't know. Would that be offensive to them?
Well, we can't know because
it's Saladin.
Talking about a long time ago.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Everyone's pretty proud of that guy.
Legend.
Maybe Kurds would say, "Fucking back off, that's our guy." But I feel like they're similar.
What's your favorite thing about him?
Who's Saladin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because he's famous. That's what I like about him most. He's pretty famous, and he was cool in all the movies, like especially that movie that Ridley Scott did. Saladin was the coolest character in that whole movie.
What was that? Alien.
It was 10,000 something. What was it? Something about heaven. It was what was it? Somebody Google it. Kane, Google it and put the info up for us. It was Ridley Scott directed it. It was about the Crusades, and what's his name? Edward Norton was in it, but he played it with a mask on the whole time. He played that
The Mask. The film The Mask.
He played that guy that one king of Jerusalem who wore a silver mask because he had what's the disease
syphilis.
where everything falls off you?
Leprosy.
Yes, he had the leprous king. And anyway, him and Saladin became friends, but it was the people underneath him that messed up the peace. And then he reconquered Jerusalem.
They sent fruit to each other or something, right?
Something like that. And also Saladin did that clever thing where he led out the Crusader army into the desert where there was no wells. No drinking wells. And he just went, "Hey, come on. No, you guys you nearly caught us. Ooh, not far now if you keep chasing us.
Cool.
No wells to drink from."
Wow.
Sweet.
Do you know the story I heard about Saladin was when he met Richard the Lionheart?
Oh, yeah.
What did you say?
when he met Sally. Every time I hear when somebody met, I always think Sally.
Yeah. Well, he said. Well, it's funny you should say that because he said to King Richard, he said, "Do you think it's possible for a man and a woman to be friends?" And King Richard said, "Yeah, sure it is." And Saladin went out and put on some lipstick and came back in. He said, "What about now?"
No, you're mixing things up, buddy.
You're thinking of an Adam Sandler film.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've taken two things and you've mixed them up. Is what's happened there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It feels like you were thinking of When Harry Met Sally.
Oh,
while you were talking about Saladin.
oh yeah.
Saladin.
Okay.
Does that happen in that?
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I think it does actually. I don't remember. Kingdom of Heaven. Clifford Bingham gets 14 points for that. Kingdom of Heaven.
Wasn't that very badly reviewed?
It could have been, but I love a historical drama so much that I just don't care. Like I just watch it anyway. It probably was. There was some, actually it's not, it's pretty bad. But I mean, what's his name was just outstanding. Edward Norton and Saladin.
I like Edward Norton.
Do you guys ever do that thing that some Americans do when they pronounce a Spanish word? They do it in the accent. I feel like that's how I said Saladin.
Yeah.
Rather than I'm good. Hey, do you guys want to go get some tacos? Do you ever do that in?
I did that because I speak a bit of Spanish, so it just comes naturally to me. What can I say?
Okay, so do us a typical sentence where you're talking in English and then you say a Spanish word. I want to hear what that sounds like.
Okay. Oh Christ. I'm going to the beach. But remember, don't put your tacos on.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
just
heard
said
the
it
accent.
Straight. Did you? You heard that?
I heard
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not tuned into it, so I didn't hear it as much.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go. I hope when COVID's over and I get rich, I would like to go on holiday one day. My dream place to go would be Acapulco. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think people would respect that. They'd appreciate it.
I think so. I think it just shows that, you're trying. When I'm in Holland, I can't help but talk to the Dutch people in a Dutch accent because I don't know, on some level, I feel like they can hear me better.
A football manager did that once.
Yeah, that's right. What was she called? Yeah.
His name.
You used to be the England manager.
Yes. Who?
No, the guy with the red hair. He was a bit of a shit one.
Oh, yeah. McLaren.
Yeah.
And they were playing, they were going to play against Arsenal. And in his interview, he said, yes, Arsenal is one of the big teams.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And also, what was the little Liverpool lad who was always getting into fights? He was a real scally. Yeah, when he went to France.
Yeah,
he did an interview and he was suddenly like talking like this. But of course, Arsene Wenger did that too.
Yeah, he had a friend
he's from Croydon.
Croydon, yeah. So what was the point? What happened on that, Trevor? Walk us through that.
Both you answered brilliantly. It was what I was hoping for, and I can't separate you. So unfortunately, you don't get any points because there was no clear winner. It was a draw.
Okay. Well, I like
isn't that 100 points each for the shared?
Yeah, for a draw.
Yeah, 100 points each. Yeah, 100 points each.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
100 points each. Let's catch up with the chit chat. Gringo, bring me my paella. That's from Charlie Taylor Hada, and that's worth 10 points.
How you say underdog? Is that what?
Dean Astley's pulled off 10 points right there. Emily Hare. And who's Emily Hare? Anybody know who that is?
I do know Emily Hare actually, and
who is it?
She's a friend of mine from Edinburgh, and this is a reference to the last show that we did when Pope was asked which kind of animal he would like to sleep in a bed with. And as
Hmm.
Pope isn't here and Bilal is our new guest, it seems that she'd like to ask that question to Bilal.
I think if it's an extra king size bed, a very
you don't
friendly.
know that, Bilal. You don't know that.
Oh, so I need to pick. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, so
Okay.
that's okay.
Oh no, not a lion, a snow leopard.
A snow leopard.
Yeah, you
Long
could
legs could be elbowy. I
Have
don't
you
want to
not
be
seen
like
them?
negative
They're
though.
really fluffy.
Yeah. Oh
Mm.
yeah. Sorry, God, I was thinking of. Sorry, yeah.
No,
I
no,
was thinking of a snow cheetah.
Oh no, is it called a Canada lynx? Have you seen those?
Yes, vicious.
Yeah,
Oh.
those.
They smell lovely, though, don't they?
I can
But that
do
would be
that.
a good way to if I was on death row and I got to pick my form of death for good behavior for my time in the jail.
Yeah.
I would be dropped into where the Canada lynxes live and I'd hug one. And
Wow.
And the smell would just
Do you know how
overpower
they
you.
sound in the wild?
I love it.
That's the sound of the spray coming out.
Yeah, that's a Canada lynx.
Spraying.
Google it, everyone. If you've not seen a Canada lynx, everyone at home, please
Just
Google it now.
Google that right away.
Beautiful.
I do think it's very cruel, though. I think it's a very cruel thing that they do.
What?
Eat people?
No, extracting the spray out of them.
They do that?
Yeah. It was very popular in the 1980s. We used to wear Canada lynx spit as a deodorant.
Oh, that's where lynx gets its name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez,
You would frighten a lynx. You would frighten a lynx. It would go. You would collect that, take it back into a laboratory, mix it up, and then put it in cans and sell it.
Put some E numbers in there.
Jeez, I'm an idiot. I
Thought
thought that was fake news. You know, this is how naive I am.
It's not fake
Well,
news.
you're Canadian,
No.
so maybe it's just part of your cultural.
Well, they didn't sell it in Canada, and that's part of how they do it, isn't it? They sell it in other countries, so you don't question it. And we know lynxes, so if they sold lynx, we'd go, "Hey, where are you getting this smell? This is outrageous." So yeah.
And weirdly, I was only getting off with Canadians in the 1980s because subconsciously they were attracted to me because I smelt like their wildlife.
Yeah, people don't talk about that enough, about how the wildlife a person grows up around affects the way you see them sexually, and nobody talks about that.
No,
they're too scared. They don't want to know.
They're ashamed.
Like Australians are great people. I'm not here to judge them on anything, but I don't know. I've never been able to get past that kind of, I don't know, deserty crocodile smell.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just, I mean, I don't know. The problem lies with me. The problem's with me.
Yeah.
You have to talk about it. You know? I grew up around a lot of squirrels.
Yeah.
And that's my smell, hazelnut.
Yeah. But I think that could have been one of the reasons I felt like we bonded when we first met. And
we didn't bond. It was the hazelnut. Everyone thinks
nut, wasn't it? It was the bloody squirrels.
Yeah.
Still, whatever works, I guess.
Yeah.
And Dean Astley says, "Bloody Canadians, hear, hear."
Mm.
Well, I guess it's
I'm
Bill
actually
question time.
I'm racist to Canadians as well, just so you know. Let's find a question now. Mine are I didn't see the thing about the Shakespeare.
Okay, that's fine.
So I have a varying. Let me see.
You can do it. No, you're allowed.
I've got 5, so I'm trying to see.
Anyone you want.
Okay, I don't know if you strike me as a geography lad, Tony. Who am I asking first?
Oh, anyone, either one, you choose.
Okay, I'll go to Tony and then Trevor, because I think that's the way we're going.
Okay.
Which country is entirely landlocked by South Africa?
Right by it.
With Charlie
that
on the
would
line.
be Zimbabwe. Or
Don't tell him, Charlie.
Botswana. Damn it! I should know this. Oh, damn it! It's Botswana. Is it Botswana? Is it Zimbabwe?
Should I tell you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I can't read whether I got it right with either of those. Zimbabwe.
Beth says Zimbabwe.
Beth, that is.
Okay, I'm going to go with Chisholm on that one. Zimbabwe.
It's incorrect, according to
Ooh.
the article I looked at. Trevor, would you like to have a go?
Well, I know it's not Zimbabwe for several reasons. Well, because I've looked at a map back in the 80s, and I clearly remember that Zimbabwe is much higher up. I think it has a border with South Africa.
Yes.
But it also has another border with a country above it, if you like. So I'm going to say Botswana, mainly because I like saying Botswana.
There's another place called Bophuthatswana.
Oh, say that again.
Bophuthatswana.
Is that in Canada?
Botswana, but Bophut, and then Botswana.
Botswana. It's not that. I think it's Botswana, and I think Botswana is sort of round.
Charlie Taylor Hadda is from freaking South Africa, so they're saying they're just going no.
So
no.
According to the quiz I looked at online, you're both incorrect, and of course the answer is Lesotho.
Ah, Lesotho.
Lesotho. Yeah. Of course, it's Lesotho.
Yeah. Well, I don't recognise Lesotho as a country. That's probably one of the reasons.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah. I believe that Lesotho rightfully is part of Botswana, and
That's
why you didn't get that.
Yeah.
So you knew that, but because of your political beliefs, you didn't.
Because of my political beliefs.
Okay. Well, you can have 1 point. I think Trevor can have 1 point for being political. I think that's very important.
It is important, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. You were marching today, weren't you? Defending a statue. And I think that's great, Trevor.
Well,
yeah.
The least I can do.
I went there just thinking it was going to be fine. I'm naive. It looked calmer than it got.
Yeah.
And I can't judge I can look at someone and I can't judge.
I can. It's my favorite game. I can tell just by looking at somebody if they're racist.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They usually have their fists in quite an angry position.
Yeah. I mean, face tattoos. I kind of go, alarm bell, but I don't.
When I was little, like 7. I was with my mum in local Sainsbury's or whatever, and there was a guy with a face tattoo who looked a bit scary, and he came up to me and he said, "Hey, don't worry, it's my religion. I'm Native American," something like that. And he said, "This is just what we have." And I went, And now so now I'm not angry. I respect everyone with a face tattoo, even if it's racist.
That is so good that you had that experience.
It's nice.
Yeah, that's really good because that helped form you. That's
I probably looked. Story. I think I looked scared.
That's fun. And this is what town was that?
That's East London. So I think we're probably in Leytonstone.
Leytonstone. So yeah, there was quite a big community of First Nations people from Canada moved to Leyton. That's why if you go to Leyton Orient football matches, you'll see that they will bang on a drum.
I do that sometimes.
You hear that drum?
That's them banging on it.
That's the Canadian drum.
They've stolen that from I think.
Yeah. Leytonstone
sounds right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I can't read anything. Spain or somewhere.
Shall I read it?
Yeah.
Lesotho. Oh, but Charlie says sorry.
It's okay.
They
say Lesotho. Sorry.
Lesotho, damn. Oh, so yeah, I panicked there and I thought I'd got it wrong because of how sure the chat was.
Yeah.
So I had a little, anxiety dream type moment.
Well, let's do a roundup. Let's do a roundup of the scores. And the scores are Bilal for asking a really good question and also getting 100 points for getting tied on a question has 110 points. Trevor has, I forget, 32 points.
32, that's correct.
And Clifford Bingham has 78 points, and I have 100 points. And Charlie Taylor Hadda, who was made in Canada, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That means they were born in Canada, but they know about Lesotho. That's good enough for 93 points.
I'm a big fan of this Charlie character.
Charlie's been very giving. Oh, Colin Mayhew. Do you want to deal with that one, Trevor? Did you see what Colin's just said there?
Colin has just said, I think mermaid just winked at me. Colin,
okay.
A really does stand for anus in your name, doesn't it? How dare you suggest that my mermaid winked at you? Oh, sorry, she did. You're right. I take that back.
That was brutal. That was like a roast battle in America.
Yeah, that was like, wow. What are you Jeff Ross?
Yeah.
Jeez.
She wants to get slippy with you, Colin.
Get slippy.
Yeah.
Really taking a real turn, guys.
Do. Yeah.
But the bottom half is a fish, right?
How dare you, Bilal? We mentioned it earlier that we wouldn't mention it.
I'm sorry.
You're so sensitive.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Cheapers creepers. I didn't think it would get so blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and now Emily's just jumping in too. Emily's going, Trevor, how did you meet Mermaid?
I met her in the bath. I remember it very clearly. It was a lovely day, and I was having a little soak, and then suddenly I felt something making motion in the water between my legs, and I thought, oh, not again. But no, I looked down, and a blonde head popped up, and it was Mermaid. She swam back up the plug hole like a salmon, because she spawned. Actually, she was born. She was laid in my bath, so to speak, when she was a little girl. And
so how old is she?
She's 804.
So is she your wife now, or
in mermaid world? Yes, she's my wife. Yeah.
So how does that? Have you been to meet her parents?
I haven't, but I've heard stories of them. Her parents are legendary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
Even she hasn't even met her own parents. She's heard about them, but she's never actually seen them because
are mermaids spawned like salmon? Like, so she was like one of a million eggs.
That's right.
Like a frog,
That's
like
right.
A frog. Yeah.
And the weird thing is, her parents would have eaten most of those eggs.
Oh,
and she was one of the ones that got away before she was eaten by her mummy and daddy.
It's stories like that I just think, it's going to be all right. I don't have that.
Very, very romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's good. And so you've not met her parents, but you've heard stories about them.
I've heard stories about them.
What do they do?
Well, they're actually the governor of the Bank of Singapore, and her husband.
And have you held hands yet?
Not with her parents, no. But I've held hands with. Look, I'm holding her hand now.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's question time. And I'm going to read my next question. And guess what? I guess this is the fourth question of the show, which is not bad. We've got 5 more minutes to go. So we have done worse before. We have done 4 questions only, but I think we're going to get through a few more. Okay. This is another great one, guys, but I'm going to go to Bilal for this. Now, Bilal, when I met you, did you say that your name is actually a Turkish name, but your parents liked it? No.
Well, it's very big in Turkey, but it's a Muslim name, an Arabic name. Actually, the name came from the call to prayer that you hear in mosques, and you hear them in films where the baddies usually have it in American films. The first person who ever did that had my name, and he was a freed slave, black man, and it was his name. And now it's huge around the world.
Yeah,
but
because I know a Bilal, and a Bilgahan.
I don't know either of those guys.
No, but there's one below me. And then there's my son's second best friend,
Oh,
Bill Gahan. So, but Bill Gahan isn't it a longer version of Bilal?
no.
No, so it's a different name then. It's like being
Yeah.
called Maureen.
Mine
It's
is a
different.
bit. My name's a bit weird as well. There's no like meaning to it apparently, like they usually are with American names. But my surname means victorious. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
That's good.
Okay.
That's a good one to be blessed with. You know, it's a bad name to be stuck with. I was watching the Winter Olympics back in when was this? I think this is around 98 or something. And one of the no, it was 2004. Anyway, it was Winter Olympics. One of the Austrian not skier, but snowboarder. Her name was, and they remember watching it on the BBC, and they go, and next up is Ekaterina Himmler. She was Himmler. And I thought, fuck, there's no way you would hang on to that name.
But then, like, that's
but you know, why not? Why not? You know?
What? I would have hid that.
But
name.
maybe they think that they're the real Himmlers, you know?
Yeah, that the other, he was.
Yeah.
We're the good Himmlers.
Yeah.
I mean, she might be a bad one. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know about her. Just because she snowboards doesn't. That's well, she's proven she's not ashamed of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, so Bilal is way better. Okay, that was a nice segue. I think that's for anybody watching from TV. That's the sort of skills you could get from any one of us. And this next one is a wordy one. I'm new to writing questions, but best known as ancient Rome's rival in the Punic Wars, Carthage was a North African commercial hub that flourished for over 500 years. The city-state began its life in the 8th or 9th century BC as a Phoenician settlement in what is now Tunisia, but it later grew into a sprawling seafaring empire that dominated trade in textiles, gold, silver, and copper. At its peak, its capital city boasted nearly 500,000 inhabitants, including a protected harbor outfitted with docking bays for 220 ships.
Is that the question?
Oh, shit. I've read the name. Oh, no, I wasn't supposed to say Carthage. Carthage is the answer.
Do you want to just skip to the other question? It's okay. Don't beat yourself up.
You know what it was going to be? It was going to be between that, Timbuktu, or Constantinople. Anyway.
So you did a little trick.
Okay, here we go.
Up Turkey before.
In the year 1000, which one of these cities had the highest population? In the year 1000, which city of these cities had the highest population? London, Great Zimbabwe, or Rome? Which one of those three cities had the largest population in 1000?
I think it might.
Oh, that's for Bilal.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'll say Rome.
Ooh, it's the wrong answer. Its population had become so depleted, it was down to about 16,000 people.
16 people? Wow.
1,000. It could be 16, actually. And they were living in the ruins. It would become a real dark age.
So how many were in London then?
Ooh, not
say.
As many as you'd think.
So what's the other option?
They weren't even really living in London for a long time.
So what's the other option then?
Great Zimbabwe.
Great Zimbabwe had the bigger population.
Yeah, it's about 20,000 people there. It was humongous.
Amazing.
Yeah, 20,000.
I should have really gone for that.
That was a good one, actually. I'm probably going to give myself 80 points for that.
I think you deserve 80 points.
Mainly for how I wrote that really long question. For the other one, even though I put the answer in the question, which was a mistake, I admit.
I don't know how you did that, really.
It's almost like that mistake the answer with the question.
That mistake felt like it was done early, you know?
But he said the answer like in the middle of the question. That's
yeah. Actually, near the beginning, yeah.
Near the beginning. If it was at the end, you think, all right, Tony Law, fair enough.
Yeah.
But this was upsetting.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I wanted to venture out this week and do my own questions. I didn't want to, you know, just take them, but you know, you live and learn.
Someone else guessed Rome as well, Charlie.
Charlie.
Clifford said Clifford said, "I've learnt so much tonight."
Clifford Bingen gave me 200 points just 200 points. And Charlie, that's amazeballs. I hear call to prayer where I live, my morning alarm.
That's nice.
That's 9 points.
Hmm.
Charlie
It must
Taylor
be
says,
awful if you must be awful if you like hate them like
that'd be a
those
tough
people.
one every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning it's going, oh. Yeah, no, you'd want to move, and you probably should.
Hmm.
900 points to me for being called anus. Hey, it sounded like I was saying that about me, but I was reading it.
Yeah.
You deserve more than 900 points if you had that as your name, though. So, Bilal, you get to ask the next question. It looks like a really close race, actually. Looks like everybody's sitting on about 450 now.
Now, okay, so that one, to be honest, was probably the hardest I've got. Let me see. This one. Okay. This is interesting. Hopefully you don't know the answer to this, and then you can both predict, and whoever gets closest wins. I don't know how well known this is.
Okay.
It might be obvious. I didn't know this. So I guess I'll ask Trevor first this time, but you both get to guess.
Okay.
How many bones are in each hand of a human?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were
Standard
holding.
hand.
I thought you were holding something.
No, my hand.
Okay.
How many bones? Can you count there?
Okay. It's a lot of bones.
So I guess if you both don't know it, the closest estimate
Okay.
gets the points.
Something crazy big.
Well, let's work this out. There are 4 fingers. There's a thumb. There are 3 sections to each finger. So that's 3 times 4, 12. 2 for the thumb. That takes up to 14. The hand. Oh, the hand.
46.
27.
Beth wants to know if we're counting from the wrist. Well, that's technically where the hand starts, isn't it?
Clifford says 400.
Ooh.
Trevor said 27. Do you have a guess, Tony?
I said 40.
Trevor, did you Google that?
No. Why would I do that?
It's exactly 27.
It's a gift. I don't know where it comes from. I just channel it.
Trying to look into your glasses and see what's in front of your screen, and I don't
Just loads
see
of pictures of hands.
Channel.
Is that what's in his glasses? Is that Google?
That's porn.
That's porn. He's watching porn.
I'm watching us, you twits.
Dean Astley said shite. I was counting from the elbow.
Chai
Classic
says 27.
mistake, bro.
Yeah, classic, bro.
Chai, right. Also got it right.
I think that came after Chai. I think Chai said it after everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe Googled it.
Oh,
Tarsal
hi, Chai.
metatarsal and flanges.
Chai, have you been up a windmill today? He installs big windmills.
Does he really?
Really?
I didn't think we use them anymore. Wind power windmills, yeah.
Big windmill guy.
Electric ones, yeah.
I guess Trevor gets 1,000 points.
Oof.
I mean,
yeah.
No, I got it on the head, didn't I? On the
Fair
nose.
enough.
On the
that was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I must have known it. Yeah.
Maybe.
Good one. So Trevor, I guess it's down to you. I'm starting to lose oxygen in my cupboard. So that means that's how we know we're getting close to the end of the quiz, when Tony loses breathing air.
Okay, so this is an easy one for Tony.
Ooh.
But you can both jump in. Basically, tell me what you know. What is Orion correlation theory? Tell me what you know about Orion correlation theory. The things I'd like to know is who are its most famous proponents and what is the theory? Orion correlation theory.
Do you go first, Tony?
Okay, Orion correlation theory is the theory that all the stars aligned in the Orion star system are all have exoplanets and could feasibly have life there, but it's too far to ever get there. That's my answer.
Okay. That's not a good answer.
What?
Below, I'm going to give you some advice.
Okay.
So the advice is work out what the word correlation means.
Yeah.
And then do a guess around that word.
Correlation.
My answer was going to be Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Ooh, good answer. Good answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say Johnny Depp.
You're going to say Johnny Depp,
Yeah. Fortunately, I can't accept white male answers. I can't do that. Okay.
Okay. Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman. He's a
Hugh
person of color.
I can have him because he's a wolf.
Mm.
So I can accept that answer.
I like him.
Yeah.
He's a good dancer.
But
have you seen Logan?
Yeah, no.
It's very good.
I've seen of it.
You should watch it. Logan.
Logan's Run.
Not that one. Just Logan. 2017, I think.
Logan.
I think so, yeah. 2017. Is that right? Is it Logan 2017?
You need to put it into a sentence.
The Orion correlation
theory
is...
The question is, what is the Orion correlation theory? And your answer is...
Johnny Depp.
It is
Logan.
Johnny Goldilocks?
Goldilocks. That's what we got on the screen.
You're really close. No. So the Orion correlation theory is the theory that the constellation of Orion
I said
correlates with ancient artifacts from civilizations on planet Earth. The most famous of which are the pyramids at Giza in Egypt.
Oh, so that from the Orion system, they sent alien shit to Earth and left it, and it was
not
all
even that. No, that they were constructed. Those pyramids are constructed in a way that correlates. Correlates means there's some kind of similarity.
Have you been watching Graham Hancock on Joe Rogan?
And it's Graham Hancock is one of the chief proponents of this theory.
Oh, bloody hell, I should have known that.
So you do get
I caught you doing
there.
you were pushing that stuff on Twitter that time. Your Graham Hancock revisionist history.
I didn't know this was a Rogan show.
I'm sorry,
I didn't know I had to revise by watching that guy.
Oh no.
I thought you would have got that, Tony.
Yeah, well, because I don't. When Graham Hancock comes on, I switch off.
Okay.
Because I don't. He seems like a great guy, but I'm not buying any of his kind of way out there history theories.
Yeah,
the
whole space thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
I'll probably have egg on my face one day.
Somebody asked, do I get points for naming the bones Charlie Taylor had? Yeah, you can have 5. 5 points.
Yep. Okay. Well, it looks like Siobhan wasn't here to do the scores today, so we're going to go out to today's scorekeepers. Tell us who's won. It's going to have to be Beth Chisholm.
Okay, Beth Chisholm.
You and I think Charlie Taylor, between you, come up with the scores, and let's see who's won.
The
Roll
pyramids
those
are
points.
nuts, aren't they?
The pyramids.
They are nuts. I
love them.
I don't think it was aliens, though.
No, I think it's just people.
Just ghosts, probably.
Ghosts.
Yeah,
ghosts are good builders.
Exactly.
Fast builders, strong, because they're strong.
Just fly to the top of the pyramid.
Yeah, the amount of stuff you hear about, like aliens doing it, you think, a ghost could have done it.
Come on.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, aliens wouldn't do it. Have you seen the X-Files? It's got to be a flash, and then it's no chance.
Yeah, it's definitely. Mermaids built them from Clifford. No, mermaids. Interesting you say that. They actually transported the rocks, the stones down the Nile. That was mermaids that used to tow those barges. But it's a good question.
On Joe Rogan's podcast, they often talk about mermaids building the pyramids.
Yeah. That's where I pick everything up. Ooh,
Yeah.
look at it. Looks like Mermaid got 69 points. Bilal 457, Trevor 356, but Tony got 1020.
Whoa!
I won. This is my first win.
Did
Whoa!
Trevor not get? Trevor got 1,000 for getting.
Oh yeah, but remember he lost it.
Did he
lost
lose
it
1,000?
because I
He
called
lost
a man.
$9.95. What
okay.
was that for?
I think I called a man anus out. I got angry with one of the men, and I said, Colin A. Mayhew. I got angry with him for flirting with my
Your
mermaid.
one. Yeah.
And
People are sensitive, so
it's lockdown. Everyone's flirting with everyone's wives now.
3 months. Exactly. 3 months in, and stuff like that can get misinterpreted. So, I think also Colin should lose some points too for that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That was a bit out of order.
It was. Even though she did wink at him, it still was out of order for him to mention it.
It's provocative.
I think if another man's wife winks at you, you don't mention it.
No, you just wink back and leave it there.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter whether you wink back or don't wink back. I think you'd leave it there. Isn't it?
You don't put past your number. You don't do it with your hands. You don't do it in Morse code.
No.
In a restaurant.
You don't make a big deal out of it and embarrass everybody in the restaurant, do you?
No, hitting your fork on the plate to do Morse code.
Whoa, what? Did I just see that? Well, guys, that's just flown by that hour. What?
Hasn't it?
That was an hour?
56 minutes.
56 minutes. I mean, really good quiz, guys. And I thought it was fairly organized. It felt almost like it had a structure to it. Nearly.
I'm a professional. I bring a level of professionalism to everything I do.
I think you brought a tightness to it, Bilal.
Yeah.
And when we have 4 on, it can be bang, bang, a bit too much. And it gets a bit, I think next week, if Mick doesn't make it back on again, we'll have to get Pope up. We'll, if you're keen, if you're still around, it'd be great to have you again. If unless you find a way to go, I'm really busy then.
It needs to be in between, I'd say, Mock the Week and Gardener's Question Time.
That's where it is, isn't it?
You're doing both of those shows next weekend?
I'm doing both, yeah. Okay. I'm getting £20,000.
Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, that's for gardeners.
So
just for the gardeners.
So you are actually in Hollywood right now?
I'm in. Oh yeah, that's
not a blue screen.
You thought that was a blue screen?
Is that where they record Gardener's Question Time?
Gardener's Question Time, X-Men.
In Hollywood.
It's a 5-movie franchise deal now.
Do you know what I think? When they laugh at stuff, I don't understand what they're laughing at. And that's I always find that really frustrating about Gardener's Question Time.
Well, I find that frustrating about Mock the Week.
Yeah, I don't understand what the frick they're talking about either.
No, they're like, and then Garden Question Time, they're like, oh, it's not the right, you won't get any growth with those seeds.
Yeah, and everyone's like howling with laughter.
Oh, have you done, I did a panel show in Scotland, a radio one, and I didn't know what was going on, man. It was really upsetting.
I've never done any of those sober, so I quit drinking 5 years ago, and I had my run of panel shows during the drinking times. So I thought they were a laugh. Although I only ever did the ones where you didn't have to do any prep. So I never did the ones where you were given a joke writer. So I did Mock the Week. No, I didn't do. I mean, I did Have I Got News for You and Never Mind the Buzzcocks. Oh, and 8 out of 10 Cats.
I like the Buzzcocks one, but that's gone now.
That was the best one. I love that because you could do what we were doing, and they thought that was great. They preferred that than people coming with gags. I thought, oh my God, this is the
congratulations, Tony, on being sober and winning today. Your own quiz.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah. That's very kind of you. Yeah. I got to the end, but I did bring my alcoholism in again. And I was trying not to do that, but I dropped it in.
Next time.
I thought it was great.
Oh, thanks, man. That's good. That's nice and thanks for coming because it was it's just kind of you. Because I mean, it is called Shit Quiz.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, it's called Shitshow Quizpesode. Maybe we need to work on the title, actually.
A
Call
title that
it,
we can remember.
Call it the Laughing Lads or something like that, and then then Lad Bible are gonna pick it up. You know?
Yeah. Well, this is the thing: is I don't want any lads to watch it.
I know what you mean, but they do drive up the views.
And well, do you know what? It turns out that Charlie Taylor Hadder, who may or may not be a lad, just stumbled across this show.
Really?
I thought he was a Bilal Zafar fan, but he's just stumbled.
Yeah, I thought you would have been one of our stand-up fans.
I've got one person
That's
here.
amazing.
I got Dean Astley, and I think he might have gone.
Oh, geez, we lost you a fan. you brought one of your people with you, and we've shed you of them.
Charlie's a girl.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
No. Well, how did you know that?
I knew Charlie was a girl from the photograph.
Oh, I don't judge people superficially, guys.
Okay. Oh, Rachel Dietrich.
Love to see Tony win.
I did. Rachel, I did win.
Finally, right?
Oh no, I can't believe you missed the one I won. Oh,
it was a good one.
It was great. We've got a new guest, Bilal, and we're gonna do it again next. No, it's not next. We have to wait 2 weeks. Sorry.
2 weeks. I'd just like to apologise to Charlie for the sexism, because you were the first person to ever in the history of this show use the word anus. I jumped to the misogynistic conclusion that you must be a man.
Showing your age there.
Women don't say
your age.
Yeah, I know. I apologise to everybody
We're of
involved.
that generation where women just didn't say anus.
They thought it.
All the women I know have always said anus forever.
Not my generation, you see, very different.
But mine, the old generation, we always said anus, but I don't know. Do the young ones? Do you guys?
We say it all the time.
Do you say anus?
On the dating apps I'm on, that's how you say hello now.
Right. Just a quick photograph of your anus.
Yeah.
I bow to the fact I'm too funny. Now, I didn't say that, Charlie. I didn't say that.
Rachel says I'm 45 and I say anus. Yep. That's us. That's our generation. We started it.
This is not a dating show.
It's before us, though. The people who are 55 now, let's say, and above, they never even heard of anus. Unless you were...
I'm 28. It was on all the shows I grew up watching, Live and Kicking, all of those. They said it.
That's right. Our people, my generation, we took it and ran with it.
Wow.
Anus, and we fell in love with that word.
Charlie's just written, and I like astronomy.
Nice. We didn't do enough space questions. Normally, Charlie, we will have at least one picture of a black hole.
Oh, you and Duncan.
Here's a bonus question for Charlie. In what year was the very first actual photograph of a black hole taken? Which year was the very first ever photograph? First time we've ever seen it. Clifford Bingus, there's a lot of anus talk on there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought you meant. I was going to say 2012 was probably when I took my first one.
That's when you took your first picture of a black anus.
Yeah, mine.
Oh, I think you guys have got mixed up with the question.
Okay.
I meant the first photograph of a black hole, not a black anus.
Okay.
I meant the black hole in the space. That's right. That was for Charlie. Okay. She says this year. Well, it was 2019. So does that count?
Well, it's the calendar year, Tony, isn't it? Because if you count backwards 12 months from now, you would find yourself unbelievably in 2019.
Yep, she's done it again.
She's done it again.
Nailed it.
I've got a question for
in
Bilal.
The last calendar year.
Go on.
Bilal, how do you say the football team, the name of the football team that you are a manager of? Is it PES or is it PES?
It's PES United.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, someone said that they came from that.
Yeah.
You and Duncan.
Me and Duncan. Yeah.
Is it Ewan? How do you... Is it Ewan?
Where? Yes.
Yeah, that's Ewan. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tony. I interrupted you.
No, I was just gonna say, go and check out Bilal over. What's your show called on Twitch again?
It doesn't really have a name. Oh no, there's the
Oh.
acting school on Thursdays, and then I'm a manager of a football club Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
Just look up Zafar Cakes, ZAFAR Cakes. It's on all the.
Yeah.
I recommend it. It's really weird and good.
Yeah.
Thank
it's good
you.
and good and weird and good.
You
Well,
both
thanks,
need to get
guys.
on Twitch. So,
Yeah,
thank
I'd
you.
love to do some acting. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for coming.
All the best. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And see you in 2 weeks, I hope.
Fantastic.